Hey guys, welcome back for another episode of the Ghetto Rig podcast. For those who don't know, my name is Eddie. To my left, we have my co-host Jay, and behind the cameras, controlling all the good stuff, who forgot to connect the cable again.
No, I didn't.
No,
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I
okay.
did not.
All right. All
I
right.
even made sure.
Okay.
All right, he's earning his points back.
Yeah, he's
Slowly,
getting there slowly but surely. But yeah, Miggy controlling.
You
all
gonna
the
learn
stuff
today?
behind the cameras. Well, he's got his own camera. He's not really, but he's behind them.
Whatever. I gotta get producer tags.
Producer tags.
Yeah, I gotta step up.
What is
my
it gonna be
game.
like an ad lib?
It's a new thing in the podcast world. The guy that produces Andrew Schultz's podcast, Milo, he has his own. They're fucking sick.
What do you mean producer tag? Like how does it? What do you mean?
I'll talk about something for a second, but I'm gonna look.
I got a topic. What are you most excited about our trip? Which country?
I mean, that's probably really easy for you to answer for me. Like,
Well,
you
yeah,
already
but
know.
besides that, we all know it's
Well,
about the
so
Formula One.
What
you
I'm
know,
most excited
Monza.
about is Monza.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
Go
besides
watch
that,
the
I mean, we
Formula
already
One.
kind of know that. I guess number two thing.
Number two thing. I think it's taking pictures, like and going out there and like getting some cool content. Like, they've got some really crazy architecture where we're going in certain places, and everything is like a different style. Like all the buildings, you know, we're gonna be in Spain. We're gonna see that Spaniard style that's very like known for the and all the same thing in all the different countries. I don't know. I don't know if I have a specific one. I mean, to be honest, if it's not Monza, if you want to name a specific place and thing, it's to go see your uncle.
Yeah.
To be honest, like, and it's funny because it's Lithuania is like the most low key country that we're going to. Like nobody, in reality, nobody goes to Lithuania. Most people don't go there as like their bucket list of European places they want to go, right? And shit, I mean, I've met people that they haven't even heard of the country before. I mean, and it's crazy to see, but that's the place I want to go most actually.
But you know what's cool about? Go ahead.
Apparently, there's a lot of things that I was not even thinking about, which is in Paris specifically. There's a lot of African scammers that'll sit around
Yes.
the Eiffel Tower and they'll just start selling shit and they'll like try and scam you out of stuff, telling you the wrong information,
Mhm.
and then they get pissed off at you and start screaming. And there's a lot of pickpocketing in that area as well.
Yeah.
And they get really mad when you have cameras around.
Mhm.
So if you're filming and stuff like that, it's something that we have to take, obviously, because we're fucking taking our cameras. Be very aware.
Yeah.
The one thing about Lithuania, I think, is gonna be very surprised by is because the country is just as old as any other countries, so they have all those styles of architecture in Lithuania. The only thing you don't have is the fucking tourists getting in the way. So you're actually taking clean shots of like Baroque style, Renaissance style, like churches and buildings,
That'll be cool.
without you like trying to catch the shot.
They
You
got
know what
you
I mean?
good in jiu-jitsu, huh?
I was just about to say, dude, I was looking
It's
at
a toe.
the camera and
It's a toe,
like,
bro.
it started like noticing a lot more red.
Yeah.
Oh, my eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been like that for a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been like
It's
that.
fucking,
See.
like it's
And
making,
yesterday it didn't
it's
have like
making
the
my eye
yellow
cry.
No, it
here.
didn't, because
Yeah.
it's going away
It's
now.
settling in, yeah.
I'm gonna zoom in a little bit more on you to see the red eye. Look at that dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they got you good.
Yeah.
Is it tender to the touch?
No.
No, you don't feel it?
I even feel it. I didn't even feel it when it happened. Like, I'm guessing that's the reason why it's like that. But
I don't know. I think I'm most excited about Lithuania. Going
Yeah.
out with your uncle. That's gonna be cool.
bro, that looks bad.
Yeah, it does.
But go, what's your place you're most excited to go see?
I'm just happy to be out there, dog. I'm just gonna be taking pictures and living it up. I don't really have any specific plans. I'm just out there.
I
I
think
can't wait to go eat Italian food.
one thing I'm excited about, talking about food, one thing I'm excited about, your brother-in-law and your dad have this plan of going to, I forget the name of the city in Spain, but they're known for paella, and you have to take a train ride to get there. And I'm excited about that train ride and like the anticipation of getting to the specific restaurant to get the food.
Yeah.
Like,
Those
you know what
are
I
some
mean? Like the
pretty cool
build up to
pictures.
getting the food, you know what I mean?
There are some pretty cool pictures because we have like metros and stuff like that, but we don't have like train rides and shit like that.
And even metro rides, bro, they're not as popular in the United States unless you're like in Boston or somewhere up north.
New York.
Yeah,
New York,
cities.
yeah. Here in Florida, like even a bus ride is like out of question. You know, we're over there, it's like that's how people ride,
Yeah.
and it's so cool because like Google Maps, literally, when we're in London, this is like almost 10 years ago. I was actually talking to my buddy. Next year is gonna be 10 years of their anniversary. So we were in London in
Oh,
2000
everybody.
in 2016. We went for their wedding, right? And the cool thing was like even then Google Maps already had the schedule of the buses and everything. Like I'm going from here to here on foot, or like you would select the bus,
Mm-hmm.
and it would tell you what time the bus arrives at what station, and it was super easy just to jump on and go.
I remember we used that in New York as well, where
Yeah.
like it would calculate like you're gonna walk here, get on this bus, and then get off here, and then get on this train and go
Yeah.
here. Like they have that set up pretty well. I mean,
it's
you kind
really
of have
good.
to with tourists because the system gets pretty complicated. Like not many cities are like St. Petersburg, where everything is like nice lined up, straight
Yeah,
across,
no, it's all like,
and also the fact that everything is numbered pretty consistently.
yeah, we're all squares over there. No, Europe is just like,
Yeah, and also the streets are usually like actual names, like a name of a person or whatever it was. There's a lot of that, right? Versus here, bro, if you can count,
you just take 34th, you just
if you
take
can
16th,
count,
9th.
you can figure it out.
Yeah.
Even the names that Martin Luther King is 9th Street.
Yeah.
Like it's also 9th Street at the end of the day. Like it's both. You know,
Over
and
there, like you don't have numbers. It's all names.
we have a few main roads
You know-
like Park Boulevard and Park Street and Haynes, and like here and there there's some that are named, but the majority of it is all just straight numbered,
and
pretty
then
direct.
another cool thing over there, like even actually comparing to Colombia, Colombia is pretty fucking square. Like Colombia is also like all blocks, like very designed after United States type of roads, right? But
Yeah,
Europe is not. Like Europe is just this, like literally this,
yeah, the roads are all over the place.
inside and outside. You know what I mean? Like go to Paris. Go to like
Well, the thing is like whoever owned that piece of land said "fuck you" when they were building that road, and like you gotta go around or whatever, you know.
yeah, and it's
There's
exactly
been people there for so long, and you know the roads.
And I
gotta
think
get
the
rebuilt
roundabouts is gonna be the one thing you're like, what the fuck, man? Why is there so many fucking roundabouts?
Well, in I think it's South Carolina. They have a shit ton. Like every intersection is basically like a roundabout. And when we went to go see my buddies in North Carolina, it took us to like the inside route through from north to south to then get in south of South Carolina. And we weren't on like a main highway. It was like a one lane only kind of thing, and a bunch of it was roundabouts.
Yeah, like some of these roads are straight. They look straight because you're driving on them, but they're like on a map. They're like sideways. You know what I mean? Like they're on an angle and stuff.
Yeah.
It is going to be interesting, at least for me, going out to a country where I don't speak their language.
That's gonna be the
That's the
main
biggest
thing.
So here's
we were
the thing.
talking about the other
Here's
day.
the thing,
But everyone,
Europeans-
they say everyone speaks English.
Without French, Europeans pride on themselves knowing another language, and they feel proud when they're speaking that language. Except for French. French just don't give a fuck about anybody. You know what I mean? So for that, I will actually gone to ChatGPT. You can actually say that in English, and then it'll translate, and then ask them in their language, like with voice.
I only need one sentence, and that is, "Can I get a baguette?"
Where's the bathroom?
S'il vous plaît, please.
And
Ça va?
s'il vous plaît, baguette.
S'il vous plaît, baguette.
Please, baguette.
Mhm.
You sound like a homeless dude.
please, baguette.
Oh
And you
my
give them
God.
like Colombian pesos. They're like, what the fuck is this?
But yeah, it's gonna be interesting trying to communicate out there
I'm excited.
to the
And it's not
Shawties.
we're not that far away. 5 weeks ish. Say 5-6 weeks.
Plus minus. No,
Yeah.
it's like literally a month. Like today, a month from today.
No, the 28th.
20, oh yeah, that's right.
So,
That's right. It's
another,
like
so 5 weeks ish.
5 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
I don't want to.
I'm not ready for nothing.
I don't want to deviate the conversation to something completely different, but I'm just gonna ask.
You are
this.
going to. Okay.
Yes, I am. I'm gonna ask this question, Eddie and Rodolfo. If Rodolfo's still in the chat, this offer stands. I will get you both Dune Awakening. if
Oh
you
my
play with
God.
me. I will start a whole fresh, brand new character just to teach all the ways.
You're gonna be
I have about 40
You're gonna be
something hours
Yoda.
in
You're
the
gonna
damn
be
game.
Yoda.
Pretty much, but I mean, I still haven't completed the game. But I just want to experience the game with friends. It's boring as fuck when I'm just sitting there doing the same shit over. When I can have
None of
one
the-
person go do one thing, I can do another thing.
Are none of the boys like Orsbell and Kenny and all
doesn't
them? They're
wanna
not playing.
Pay $40 for it, and then they just don't want to play it. So It is what it is, you know.
I guess we can maybe take it into consideration.
There's an offer.
Look, if
I
you
will
were,
buy
if
you
you,
both the fucking game. It's
if you
40
put a,
bucks, I don't
if you
care.
put a price on it, how much money do you think you spend in games a year?
This year for me was a major year because I upgraded my sim rig. So right then and there, that's like 800.
No, I wouldn't count equipment.
God.
Like I don't complete the hardware, just the games.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's so bad.
What?
What? Come on. How much have you
at
spent?
First, when he asked the question, I'm like, I haven't really spent that much. And then I thought of CS:GO. And
Yeah, I was about to say, how much have you spent in
Fucking
CS:GO?
shit. I spent about $300 something on CS:GO. Not too long ago.
Doing what?
Trying to get skins.
No.
Yeah.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
I
You
regret,
buying
I
the skins?
regret the
Fucking
decision. I
idiot.
am no longer buying cases. I'm sober.
Fucking
You're
idiot. I'm
sober.
sober. How many days? You got your coin?
I got my hits.
How many days? Which coin are you on?
What do you mean?
How many
Yeah,
days?
There's
sober?
like 12 steps, right?
Oh,
Like which
I've
step are you
been
on?
about,
Can you pull up
5
actually
weeks
those steps? Like I want to see what the steps are when they give you the coin.
On average, though, I don't spend much a year in games. I mean, like a lot of the games I've played in the past that I've heavily played, they're free. I mean, and I'm not the kind of person that spends money on skins. I don't even buy the fucking like season pass bullshit. I don't ever usually buy that shit.
I don't think I even spend money on DLCs, like the new maps or shit. Like I just wait until they give
I
you the
don't know.
update for free.
On average, I probably don't spend more than a couple $100 a whole
gotcha.
year.
Yeah, that's not too bad actually. All right, what are the 12 step of recovery? Let's go through it.
acceptance and surrender,
Okay.
self-reflection and growth, amends and forgiveness, spiritual connection, support and community, personal growth and healing, holistic approach, sustainable sobriety.
How long does
I'd
it
say
take?
you're still on self-reflection and growth,
I think
or
I'm
maybe
here.
maybe amends and
Amends and
forgiveness.
forgiveness.
I don't know. I think you're still.
No,
still on
that
self-reflection.
he's that fuck. That was not. He's working still through that.
Yeah,
He's still
I think
working
so.
through amends and
Yeah.
forgiveness. He's still working through it.
That's true. That's true. I'm still working on it.
What do you think is gonna be our spiritual connection? Are you gonna
When I
find?
get my fucking skin.
No, your spiritual connection is you finally realizing that you can play the game and have the same amount of fun without the fucking skin.
But I don't look as cool doing it.
No, you do. You still look cool. When you fucking taking them headshots, you look really cool. I can tell you that from a
Taking them
sideline.
headshots is a strike.
With
Is it? Oh, come on, man. We're talking CS:GO.
Taking headshots though, he's not taking them.
He's taking the headshot. He's taking someone's
He's
headshot.
taking the head shot. Technically,
Still a
he's
strike.
right.
Still a
It
strike.
is grammatically correct.
But it's in a strike territory.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
it's a great. I give it to you. It's a gray zone.
Yeah.
It's a
It
gray
was
zone.
right
If
on
you
the
guys wanna
outside.
put-
It was
Yeah,
right
like
on the
it's-
line of the box.
Yeah, it's like all it needs is a little tiny push. Either way, you know what I
If
mean?
you guys want to put on your headphones, these is the producer tags.
Forgot about that.
CS:GO.
All right.
Yo, Miles made it.
Sorry.
Do you have your own? Hold on. Do you have your? Oh, hold on.
I just saw a gap in it. I thought I'd drop my producer tag.
Hold on. Miles has a producer tag.
You didn't know this?
Has he been putting in an episode?
Every episode, yeah.
There's no way.
No, he's
Yeah.
not. But he's
Yeah,
about
he
to
has.
start.
Yo, Miles made it.
Your mouse made it. Or your
made
mouth
that?
made
I
it?
made all of them.
Oh, yeah. What are your tags gonna be? Do you know?
Miles in the lab cooking words like a chemist.
Gunshot.
Miles, this is phenomenal. I just wanted you to know.
This came out of spite. That's the best part of
What
this
do you
whole
mean?
saga. David made a comment to Miles, and he was like, "Yeah, Miles, like, because Miles is like technically like a producer, I guess, and like dismissed his whole status." And Miles took that personally.
Welcome. You've got
Yeah, dude, that's fucking great. I need to make my own. I don't know exactly.
What are you
it
gonna
would
do
be.
yet?
You gotta bring that on us as a surprise, though. You can't tell us.
Yeah, you can't tell us. You have to like. Just need
Drop it.
some
on
deep
Threads of
thought and
Silence.
yeah, and be like, yeah, I need you to have your headphones on for this one, and you just play a video, and then you drop that before the video or after, you know.
We got Tommy in the chat.
Yo, what's up, Tommy? How you doing, dog?
Tommy back.
Hey, Tom, what's going on? Yeah, we need him back. Talk about life. How's he doing?
Oh, that's right. He had moved. No, I thought he had moved down to Miami. I think it was for his girl.
I think he was moving.
I mean, he's a fucking stretch. I don't know.
Tommy, drop in the comments. What you doing?
You dropped anything lately? I thought he did.
Yeah, I think he dropped a new.
Let's take a look. So how long do you predict, Jay, that it'll take to start seeing, maybe a little bit of the old scrappy Eddie on the mat?
1 month. Not
1
more.
month?
1
Damn.
month. 1 month. Once you get your breath back, it'll be 1 month. I say 1 month because it'll be like a bicycle. Like you get back on that very quickly. Like as long as you're consistent and you're not like quitting. Like first week is gonna be hell. Second week is gonna be easy. Third week easier. Fourth week you're gonna feel like 80% back.
Class is there class tomorrow at
Yes.
Pinellas?
Same time.
Same time.
There are
Is
classes
it
every
John
day.
Again?
No, that's Yuri.
Yuri tomorrow?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yuri for the next 2 days.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'll be there tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Gi tomorrow, huh?
Gi tomorrow. Be cool because Yuri is really good with gi, bro.
Yeah.
Yuri's a gi. Like Yuri's actually a gi jiu-jitsu player.
Yeah.
You know that's his background. You know.
Moved to Orlando.
Orlando.
Working like a dog. Well, you gotta stay working like a dog, man. That's just how
Yeah,
it's
that's-
gotta be.
Jack today. He said the same thing. He's working like shit, dude. Like,
Yeah, but that's our like curse as a dude. You know, you kind of have to work like a dog because nobody else is gonna do it for us. You know.
he said he's been going down to Orlando like 3 times a week for work.
His job's pretty like hectic in the sense of him moving all over the place. Like not moving, but like he has to constantly like stay a week here, stay a few days there, all over the state. And I don't know if it goes out of the state, but
He does sometimes.
What are
Yeah.
these crowns that we're getting? Like I don't.
so that's the
understand.
new like moderator thing.
Mhm.
That's the new moderator. Instead of it being like a key, what was it before? Like a key before,
Yeah,
right?
like
Miggy?
like a wrench, like Emily has one.
Yeah. Crown, maybe crown is
Top
something.
fans.
Top fan.
Oh,
Okay, makes sense.
So these are the people who have the most views, I guess. Or
Views,
For
comments,
that,
maybe.
for the stream, probably for the specific stream. Yeah.
What does it say?
he said,
Yeah, bro, working over there, like living and working in Miami that'd be the worst, dog. The fucking traffic.
Yeah, traffic is
horrible.
terrible. Miami is like that. I feel like Miami is like the side chick that you only see on the weekends. That's it. Like that's what Miami
"Shit, it's a
is.
side
I
chick
thought
that
that
I
was what
see
Colombia was.
once every 3 years.
No, Colombia is a little more. But like it's
Colombia is the good-looking side chick.
yeah. Because Miami, like, you know, you gotta deal like side chick. You gotta deal with like jump through hoops just to see her. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's where the traffic comes in, like the spending of the money and stuff. Like you just gotta
Colombia
jump
is the
through.
side chick that comes over to your apartment versus where you.
Yeah,
Miami is the one
that-
you gotta go like
yeah,
to the club
yeah,
and drink and spend all the money and.
Colombia is more like going to a cabin to Tennessee. You know, it's like hard to get there, but then it's very easy while you're there. You know what I mean? That's what Colombia
You
is.
have a great time, you relax, and then you fucking hate it when you come back.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically Colombia.
sounds-
Yeah, like if I were to say it, like Miami is like the side chick that's like a 9. She's like dumb, like with her own little things, but she's so
dumb.
cute. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? She's just like a 9, but annoying.
Oh my god.
You know what I mean?
That's crazy. No, Miami. I haven't been there very much. Like even though I'm a Floridian, born and raised, like enough. Like people talk about the traffic, and I've experienced like how bad the traffic is. But at the same time, like every time I've gone, it's always so like to different random places, and not really like to like the center of Miami that I don't experience the bad part too often
Yeah.
when I've gone. Shit is also expensive over there.
Yeah, bimbo basically. Exactly. Exactly. Miami's a bimbo. And you know what it is? Miami will get you with a fucking with their tolls. Like last trip I took to
Yeah.
Miami, bro, like $30 in tolls.
And parking.
And parking. Because like, you know, you don't want to get stuck in traffic and then you take in a toll road and every like 3 feet there's a toll. Like I mean you're going really fast. Nobody in your lanes. Like there's
lot of
3
them.
empty lanes.
A lot of those expressways.
Yeah, a lot of that is just expressways.
And they've
And
started
you
to
got
come,
gators in the middle of the road.
They've started to come up here too.
Yeah, but it's not as bad. I think the
Not-
worst
not
is
bad
New
yet.
Jersey, New York, bro. New Jersey, New York, Philadelphia. Forget it, man. Because, like, you go over the bridge, that's $10. You accidentally took the wrong turn. You going over the bridge, that's $10. Now you have to return another $10. That's $20 going back and forth. Like, New York and New Jersey is pretty bad.
That's how you know you're really in South Florida when you're driving down the highway and it's not like an elevated highway. It's just a normal like through the woodlands or whatever, and you just see a gator sitting on the side of the road.
Yeah,
You're like,
just-
oh yeah, we're in South
Yeah,
Florida.
we're
baby.
yes.
We're
Yeah.
in South Florida. Oh man. Or
Yeah.
some white kid comes out of a gas
And-
station with an underslot snook and face tattoos, and then you
And
know you're in South Florida.
You
as well.
thought restaurants here are expensive, bro? I'm talking about in a strip mall, abandoned strip mall, a restaurant would be like 2 times the price than like a
Yeah,
decent
little
one here.
bullshit food is expensive. Everything,
Bro, just everything is just so much more expensive in Miami. Like, and no one works. No one there works. How the fuck they're making money? Like, that's what I want to understand. No one is doing anything in Miami. You ask them, what do you do? You know,
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
yeah, like just how are you making money? Like, I think half of the
No, bro,
Miami
can't
is
keep a
just
job.
scamming,
scamming.
bro. Like half of the Miami is scamming and fronting. You know what I mean? Like that's what Miami is. Like it's all about the like. In Miami, there are so many foreigners, right? And I felt this when I was back home. Like back home, nobody would have any money, but they would buy the best car, best shoes, best clothes to show that. But then you would go to their house, and then you have to fucking step over the fucking roaches. You know what I mean? Like that's what Miami is. Ain't nobody got no money. Their house, they're living literally in like a 10 by 10 shack, but they're driving like a
BMW,
brand new BMW, brand new Mercedes. You know what I mean? They got like
They're living in
$1,000 shoes
efficiency
on.
with a fucking GLE.
Yeah, and it's not even an efficiency. It's the fucking shed in someone's backyard. You know what I mean? And like that's Miami. You know, and I don't know if I like that type of a lifestyle. You know, because everybody's just like showing shit off. Like I stop at a mall because their malls, obviously, you know, you guys know I got the little addiction to the perfumes and stuff like that. So I stopped at a mall just to check out some of the perfumes and whatever. You don't even know how many women I saw there. They're just going and trying out these like expensive ass fucking shoes just to try out, to put it on, take a picture, and take it off. Like to me, that was like completely foreign concept. This lady, like I was sitting there waiting until this lady, well, I was checking out the perfumes or whatever. This lady made this sales aid person go in there, bring bunch of shoes, put them all on, took pictures, and took them off. Okay, thank you, and left. Bro, I'd be so pissed. I'd be so pissed as a salesperson.
Tommy said they usually say I own a business or I'm a brand ambassador.
Yeah, they're like, and it's like, well, what does that even mean? And they're like, long story. I don't want to really talk about it too much. You know, like, what do? Scamming.
For the first time the other day, we were at International. It was actually a couple months ago probably, and we walked through. I think it was Neiman Marcus or Nordstrom. They're both in there, right?
Yeah.
And
Probably.
I was wearing the Afnan, and then we were walking by, and I was like, let me get a refresher, and I grabbed the Creed so I can spray that shit on. That was the first time I've ever done that, something like that. They're like, and I've been to the mall with so many people, and they do that, like they just walk by the perfume aisle, like, oh, I like this one, spray it on, like keep walking. And I always looked at him like, you motherfucker. Like, you just don't even want to buy it.
bro.
You just using that shit.
But some of that stuff, bro, like it's getting out of hand. Like I mean, paying $600 for about like that Creed Aventus, like the black, the new version that they made, it's $600 fucking dollars.
Damn.
$600 fucking dollars. Like some of these perfumes.
I mean, I guess when you sell the $300 one enough, right? Like Creed is Creed. At the end of the day, they can do it.
It is, but like it's $600, bro. Come on, let's just
But
be.
let me ask you this, Jay. You don't think that the same person that's spending $300 already on a perfume can't spend $600? I think that person probably will spend $600 too. When you get to that level of like you're spending $300, $400 on a perfume already, you'll spend $600 as well. You know what I mean? It's just the people that are into it and have the money.
I see it, but at the same time, like there's so many of them. Like there's so many. You walk in, there's like million and plus of those, you know. And every year they're coming up with like they'll make one and then they'll make a stronger version of it and then they'll price it $150 more than what it is. Like the regular one is $300 and now there's $450.
Yeah.
It's like, motherfucker, I just bought this. Now you just made a new one 6 months down the road, which is technically could be better. And now like what the fuck?
Well, that's how everything works. It just
Yeah.
keeps going forward. You always buy something, and then they come out with the next best,
What Tommy
greatest.
said? My old friend did that. He would wear and tell girls it was his clothes, but couldn't get his own food from Zaxby's. Yeah, bro. Like that's Miami. That's literally Miami, bro. And a lot of people fronting. And then the area I was in, I didn't know how strong is the Jewish community in that area of some of the areas of Miami. And it's usually on the beach, like the prime territory, bro. Like I'm talking about like Hasidic Jews, like you would see in like it's big in there. That it's huge.
I never understood that. Like I know some people that will like wear their cousins or whatever shoes and this and that. Like they'll share clothing and stuff like that because like they like that piece and they want to show it off. I don't know. For me, when I always like buy something like that, I'm always kind of like proud that I bought it, kind of thing, and I own it and it's mine. Also, I don't want to mess up other people's shit.
That's my main.
I'm very conscious of like my stuff and how I take care of my
Yes.
shit, and that's why I usually like
borrowing stuff. That's why. Yeah. Even like I'll come in here and
way.
you're like, no, I don't want to jump in and pull. Look, I got shorts. I'll give him the. You know what I mean? Because it's your shorts.
The different thing. With
I
that.
know what you
Come
mean.
on,
I know
that's
what you
different.
mean. It's the same way. If you came to my house, I'm like, yeah, just put it on. But to me, it's like, bro, that's yours. Like I don't want to. Like, what if something happens? You know what I mean?
That's different. Like we're trying to do some kind of activity together or whatever it is, and like to wear someone else's clothing. That's whatever. Like if, like fucking, I wore Miguel's helmet when we went go karting because I didn't want to fucking wear that stinky ass shit at the place, and he brought both of his
To be
with
fair,
him.
mine's probably stinky.
Yeah, but
No,
you're
it was not.
bro,
not.
you're
Definitely
kind of
was
used
not.
to your sweat just being on a mat. You know what I mean? Like you be dripping sometimes. You know what I mean? No strike. So so. That's good. Hey, see, I'm learning. I'm learning. Unk is coming around.
It was funny, man. So the guys from my work were at ICAST, that festival, that convention thing we were talking about, and my boss's dad, he told us about like someone says something, he goes, "That's a strike."
Did they look at him or like weird, like what did they talk about?
I'm pretty sure they started laughing. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
but
No, I mean the wearing other people's clothes is to me like for like the going out and showing off kind of thing. I always found that weird. I don't care though, not mine.
One fashion trend that I cannot ever get behind is like, for example, purple jeans, right?
Purple jeans. What the fuck is purple jeans? Like the brand.
The brand purple jeans.
Yeah, I never got into like the jean.
Well, no. Even like, okay, so purple. The reason I'm mentioning purple jeans is because you can buy them and they're like $400 at Nordstrom. Like they're expensive, but they're just a fly by night brand. Like they just went hype, and then they're gonna disappear literally 6 months later. No one is gonna talk about them, and nobody's gonna wear them. You just spend $400 for something that nobody's gonna fucking talk about in 6 months.
I put it this way, Jay. I think that there's a gamble on that. It could go both ways.
It
right?
could.
So, for example, like one brand I could think about that's in the same world is True Religion, right?
True Religion.
When I was like in
Well,
high
True
school,
Religion kind of kept it for 2, 3, or 4 years. They kept
when
it
I was
going.
when I was in high school, like True Religion was like the jeans to have, this and that. Like they were expensive as fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, for high schoolers, right? I think they were like $150, $200 or some shit like that. And now you can find those motherfuckers at TJ Maxx.
for 50.
But guess what? They still got a store in International Mall,
They do.
right? And to me, that just says like, okay, they had their hype, and they probably died down from their hype clearly because their shit's in TJ Maxx now. But they're still selling enough to be a company that's got a store in International Mall, right? So the same thing could happen with the what is the fucking name? What is it? Purple. Same thing could happen, right? They could have their high and come down and disappear, or they could have their high come down and stay mid and stay there. I mean, True Religion is also a pretty old brand. Like it was around way before like it got really popular in my high school days. And I think True Religion has had its ups and downs like multiple times, right? Because I mean, True Religion's a pretty old brand. If I'm not, that's True Religion is now in Marshalls. Like, but back when I was like in high school, that was a shit.
Yeah, no.
When did they come out? Like,
they've been around for a while, man.
That's what I'm saying.
10 years now.
No, more than that. December 2002. What I'm trying to say is I think even before I was in high school, they had like a really high up. Where like before 2015 and stuff like that, they had a really high up and they probably went down and went up again.
Mm-hmm. But you know what never went out of the circulation? Levi's. Levi's never went out.
No,
Levi's always kept their...
I don't think you'll see Levi's go out because like Levi's
That's
is
like Americana, you know.
Levi
what I mean?
is to jeans what Nike is to sneakers. I think in that sense where it's just like it's the brand. You know what I mean? Like besides, I mean the biggest sneaker brand in the world has to be Nike at this point. Like and maybe not numbers wise or whatever they want to put out there, but
Nike.
I mean recognizable.
Nike for sure.
Nike. I mean number one
because they have
sneaker.
everything. They have from lifestyle to
well, so does Adidas.
I would split that.
Adidas is bigger in Europe, I think,
I would
but
say-
Nike is just worldwide.
I would say the Western world is Nike.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The Eastern world is probably going to be Adidas.
Yes. It's because it's just proximity wise, right? Like, But Nike, I think Nike, if you were to take Nike, I think Nike is the biggest company with any kind of sneakers. Like other companies are coming around, like Hoka's and On Cloud, they're coming in, but they just don't have
Hey, dude, just got Sydney Sweeney.
Huh?
Nike remains the most dominant brand in sneaker industry. Bro, with things like the Air Forces and Jordan line, fuck, can't beat that. Can't beat that. Bro, you don't even have to. The thing that's funny is with Nike is you don't even have to, like, no disrespect to all those
Emily's
guys,
right.
but you don't even have to include Kobe, LeBron, fucking all these other guys that had Nike deals, bro. With the fucking Air Force One.
Air Force done.
And what was it, 50 Cent? 50 Cent that made the song about Air Force Ones, right? And then Michael Jordan. Those two things right there.
What are you looking at? Hey, dude.
Hey, dudes. And they just got Sydney Sweeney.
Hey, you want to hear something funny?
Sydney Sweeney. Did you guys see that Dr. Squatch did a bathwater soap flavor with them?
Yeah.
That shit was funny.
Hey, you want to hear something funny? Listen.
What's faster, lightning or light?
Diarrhea. Because I got home like lightning, turned on the light, and I had already shit myself.
What's faster, light?
What is wrong with you?
Bro, these AI videos are getting better and better and better. Did you see this for the what's that water brand that comes in a cans and it's got the skull on top? Liquid Death. Liquid Death just went viral for creating this video that was so human-like. They just literally and it was done by a fan. Like it wasn't done by the actual company. That thing went literally viral. Yeah, this clip right here, bro.
You didn't see probably the most AI viral clip right now? Donald Trump posted?
No.
He posted an AI clip it was like an AI edited clip of when him and Barack Obama were sitting down together and the fucking people come in and arrest Barack Obama and like throw him on the floor and shit.
Yeah, they're
And
talking
he posted
about
it.
Yeah, there's a big thing right now going on with some investigation or anything, and they're talking about like people are like taking polls and sides like whether he's gonna get arrested or not. What's the thing about? Yeah, they're talking about some files that are gonna get
That's the weather, bro.
in circulation, and they're talking about
Yeah,
like,
look. It's like an AI video of him getting arrested. And
But
then
what
he
is it
put
about?
No one is above the law.
Yeah, but what is it about? What are they trying to arrest him? There's an actual thing behind this.
Yeah, but I'm saying Donald Trump posted that. That's kind of crazy.
Well, he's the like who's
That's kind of crazy.
who's a bigger
He is
troll than him?
crazy.
Yeah, who's a bigger troll than him? Like, just think about it. Who's a bigger
Nobody.
troll? Maybe the brothers. You know what I mean? The Jake Paul and Logan Paul brothers. Maybe that would be the next biggest troll out there.
Because he's trolled the whole fucking country.
Whole world, bro.
The whole world,
Forget
yeah.
the country. He's trolled the whole world. But what's the thing? Can you look up what is the thing behind the video? What's the idea behind this video? There's like something like
sabotage Trump with Russia claims.
oh, there you go. That's it. That the Russian collusion. Yeah, that Russian collusion stuff. Yeah.
Damn, so now they're trying to go back after them for even doing
We
that in the
still
first
want
place.
the Epstein files.
We do, and actually,
You want 900 pages of redacted shit?
No, I want them to throw it out. Have some fucking nerd.
Oh,
look at
he
it,
said
and
Nelly
then
created
tell
the Air Force song.
Huh?
Nelly created the Air
Nelly?
Force.
I didn't think it was 50 Cent. That's why I kept asking.
No. Who they had? Who's that? Sean Hannity on. I think it was Sean Hannity on Patrick Bet Davies' podcast, and they were talking about it. And Sean Hannity is like, I got four different reputable sources saying that majority of those files are like videos of child porn, basically. And they're saying like there's really nothing there. You know what I mean? People were expecting something, but there's really nothing there. He's saying.
We want the list, motherfucker.
Yeah, but apparently there is no list. That's what they're trying to say now, right? Which I
sound like that little kid. Apparently.
yeah, but I think
Come on, bro.
at the end of the day, if there is even a list, like I don't think they're gonna release it. Like I want to see those people in prison, but I don't think they're gonna release it. There's just a lot like whether you want to say it or not. If you take the emotions and everything out of the way, Like these people have to be a net
What if you were
positive.
that
If they were
guy
net
that-
negative, they would be in prison
That
already.
guy that brought it to Trump in the Oval Office. Here, sir. We have the list finalized. He's released. He sees that list, and he just sees his name on it. And goes, "What list?"
Yeah, well, that's exactly. And so I think it's just one of those things where we're not ever gonna see any of this. Like we're never gonna know what really happened with 9/11.
JFK.
We're never gonna know JFK. We're never gonna know Epstein files. There's a bunch of shit. Like we're not gonna know. We're simply not gonna
I
know.
was today years old when I found out that private prisons lobby in Congress
Yes.
to not decriminalize drugs.
Yes. Correct.
100%.
Yes. Correct.
Yeah.
Because
They make money.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All the prisons are private. There's no.
Well,
There's
you
a
have
federal pen,
Yeah.
but it.
Majority of the prisons are private.
Yeah, majority
A lot
of prisons
them
are private.
Yeah,
And-
they make shit ton of money, dog. And they make money by for every fucking inmate that comes in there, they making money.
Yes. From
Because
government.
the government pays them for funding to have that inmate there, and also it's
I was also
to run the whole
today
shit,
years
and everyone
old.
has to get paid, kind of thing.
I was also
me see your
today
vape again.
years old when I found out that they also get paid 17 cents per hour.
per hour, yeah,
You didn't
for any
know
work
that?
done.
No. But the whole, like the bigger picture is that it's $15 per phone call, but they're only making 17 cents per hour.
Yeah, and majority of the time it's all collect calls, right? Like people have to accept the charges when they're being called.
They can put money in their account as well. But
Yep. What is it called?
Yeah,
There's
most
a
of the
term
people
for
I
it.
think that work in prison is not for money; it's for like the good behavior bullshit. And,
Yeah,
like,
and
to
they're
show that
getting
you're-
paid for doing something because
Yeah.
technically they cannot work for free, so they
Uh-huh.
have to give them something.
But yeah, they give them fucking a quarter an hour. Fuck out of here, dog.
there's some
Quarter an
people that
hour.
are making 50 cents, but they're doing different jobs.
Yeah,
Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, that's
Can you-
crazy.
Like 8 hours, that's $4 a day, bro. $4 a day, $120 a month.
But how do you think that should go, right? Because you can definitely understand a little bit of the argument of people that are going to say, well, why should the government be paying them equal to me when I'm not, like they've had their rights taken away from them, kind of thing. Which I'm not saying I agree with that side. No, I'm just bringing up the argument is what I'm doing, right?
So here's the thing.
And so, like, where would the middle ground be, right? Where it's like, okay, maybe not necessarily have like the same exact guidelines where they don't need this, like right now for us $12 an hour, whatever it is, right?
So here's the thing with that. One thing that prisoners do, and it is making license plates. That's one known thing that prisoners do, working on making license plates. Now, license plates making, yes, you're making it for the state, but it is still going through a contracting company. Like the state itself doesn't have the manufacturing, and they're making it through a private company, right? So what's happening here, they're working for a private company. Now, if they worked for the government, meaning they were doing governmental jobs, I would say, okay, like, do that shit for free, whatever. Like, why should I pay?
For free.
Because you're doing a governmental job. This is good for the people. But
Yeah,
now,
but you can't slave people.
that's correct. But they're doing something for the people to show their good behavior to get the fuck out early, right? So, but when they're working for a private company, this is a private company getting rich off of them, right? So they need to get paid if they're working for the private company. So you see what I'm saying? That's where I would delineate
With license
that.
plates, it's under a private company.
Yeah, because government is not making that. They're contracting the prisons to make the license plates, and government
I get
pays
what
per
you're saying.
license plate, right? So the prison is the
but
private
those
company.
prisons are still like entities of the government in a sense. No, I mean they're privately owned.
Yeah, it's just kind of like the financial industry. Like they all follow government regulations, but they're their own company.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like even the government, like you have these big investment companies that come in and manage their like 403bs and things like that, like their investment accounts. They're managed by the outside company. Like everything within our government is managed by an outside company. Like government itself doesn't do really anything. They just contract out companies.
Yeah, a lot of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So when you're working for that private company and they're only giving you 15 cents, I think that's kind of fucked up because they are getting rich off that labor. Right? So I can see an argument there, but if they were like actually doing work for the state, let's say they're on the side of the road cleaning up because state contracted them out. Like that's a different story because you're cleaning the road, making sure the highways are clean, so the cars don't get in accidents or like things that don't happen.
So you think those people shouldn't have to be paid at all?
No, yeah, correct. Because they're doing work for the general populace.
Yeah,
Like
but
nobody's earning money off of that. Like no one is earning money. It's only to the benefit of the people.
I understand that, but
The-
in legal terms, yeah, that would be automatically considered slavery.
Mm.
Yeah, no, but I mean, in a lot of those cases, even when they're under the government, right? The government makes money off of it.
Well, how?
Okay, let's say, for example, the license plate, right? Let's say if the government does have one of their Fed prisons where they are manufacturing their own license plates for that local area, right? Man, they sell those license plates for like $300.
They do. When you get a brand new license plate, because they have to register, there's a bunch of people that need to get paid, blah blah blah, and also on top of that,
They're making
the
money.
cost of the license plate itself. Well, no, government is not really making money because they're a non-profit organization. They at the end of the day, they still got to get money from the state, right? They're still getting federal money.
Come on,
Like,
don't try and make it black and white.
no, the company itself. Let's say you think of DMV as a company, right? DMV itself is not ever in a plus. They're usually net negative. You know what I mean? Like the DMV itself is not making any money for itself. Like, yeah, they'll pay, maybe like the head of DMV is getting paid high amounts of money, but they're not making anything. Like, they're considered nonprofit organizations. But the prisons are for profit, right? So they have to make a profit. So how do you make the profit? By getting more money, you know? So, you know, I don't know, man. Like, it's a very very thin line, because there's also this idea in Norway, for example, they let the prisoners go home on a weekend, and then they have to report back during the week.
I've heard about that.
Yeah, it's more like open, and they're like hardcore like murders and stuff like that, and they're saying that this works better to re-educate the society. But I don't think Norway and United States are nowhere near that, you know, nowhere near us, you know what I mean? Like, I think the educational level, the poverty levels and things like that are a little bit different in Norway than there are here in the United States. So I don't know if that would work necessarily with our society.
Hell no.
It wouldn't. Like, they would think of it as like vacation. You know what I mean? They would not learn shit. You know what I mean? More people would go to prison. They're already not afraid of going to prison. You know, so. What does it say?
So this is an article by Vera.org, and it's about slavery still being legal for 2 million people in the U.S., and it's about people that are incarcerated.
Yeah, well,
how they're getting paid.
This
like
right here that I highlighted says minimum of $2 billion and as much as $14 billion a year in wages is stolen from incarcerated people to the enrichment of private companies, state-owned entities, and correctional agencies in 5 states: Alabama, Arkansas, Georgia, Mississippi, and Texas. Incarcerated people can be forced to work for nothing.
Now, forcing is a different story.
Side note.
Well, it's mandatory.
Yeah, that's a different story. Like, you can't mandate that. Like, if they want to work to
are you saying that it always should be an option?
It should be an option. I think so.
The United States.
Now that makes more sense with what you were saying earlier. Like, you know, they're gonna do it for just benefit.
What does it say?
It says, but the United States has yet to acknowledge the direct line from chattel slavery in the fields to forced labor in U.S. prisons today.
Yeah, but that's forced labor. I understand that. Like, you can't force like, if he doesn't want to work and he just want to be a bum and doesn't want to get out, like, let him be a bum and serve his 10-year sentence. Now, if somebody that wants to work and cut that sentence,
that's already, like, that's in place today. Like,
no,
that's happening.
Yeah, no, I understand that. Like, I don't agree with that part.
Okay.
Well, he's saying how he thinks it should be.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it should be different. Like, if he wants to serve his 10 years, let him serve his 10 years.
If you do want to work, then you shouldn't get paid to work?
No. What I'm saying is, you should have the option whether you want to work or not. And then depending on the type of the work you do, you should get paid accordingly. Meaning, if you're working for the private company, then you should get paid more. If you're working for the state directly, right? Like, the state says, okay, you want to work for good behavior, there's going to be a possibility, not a must, like 100%, there's a possibility for you to get out early because of the work you put in and help the people for the state. Like, you do something good for the state. Now. Let's say you say go around and you clean graffiti off the walls of, like, state buildings and stuff like that,
go
right?
Go to LA and clear out all the riots.
Well, no, I wouldn't do that. Like, that's just like giving a loaded shotgun to a loaded shotgun, right? Like, that's probably not a good idea. You know what I mean? But like, you know, doing humanitarian work, I think that's like a good indication. Like, this person wants to work for free and he wants to help other people. That should be considered when they do go in to get their sentence reduced. But if you're working for a private company and the private company is getting rich off your labor, then you should get paid more than 14 cents an hour. Now, I'm not saying you should get paid $20 an hour, but I'm also saying that like 15 cents an hour is not a good number. Like you should be like, I don't know, let's implement a waiter wage, which is what, $8 or like an average
What
waiter
about
wage.
federal minimum wage? It's still fucking $8 or whatever.
Yeah,
$7
let's just
something
implement federal minimum wage or like half a federal minimum wage.
No,
Let's do
I
four.
think federal is fine. Like fucking $7, bro. $7.50. I think still federal minimum wage.
Yeah, because you have to understand
that shit was
majority of the
crazy
time
when I figured that out
people
the other
go
day.
back to prison. It's the habitual
$7.25 per hour is the current federal minimum wage.
Mhm. And the habitual
is wild.
people that go back to prison.
$7 was a lot of money back then when only the guys were working.
Well, that
And
was
then the ladies.
that
would
was
start
last
working,
updated.
and
Can
they
you
fucked it up for
can you guess
everyone.
when that was last updated?
Probably 1938.
1938.
No, it's
They're
probably
getting
like
paid a quarter an hour at that time, bro.
yeah, it's
Come
probably
on.
2015, 20, something like that.
You think that that year? What do you think, Mickey? Realistically,
When did they what?
last updated to 7.25.
Oh, that's probably like 2008.
2009.
Right?
Yeah, it's been a while since they've updated the federal minimum wage.
Now, with that thing being what you just mentioned, that like the two household incomes, that was by design as well. Like, you know what I mean? Like, number one, there's more tax money. Number two, there's more competition now, so you don't have to pay as much. Number three, now you can charge more and give everybody credits and then take everything away from them. So I think it was very smart from the government, and they framed it in a sense as like, oh, go strong and independent, earn your money, right? Like, be afraid of this guy. What if he leaves you? Even though like the statistics are completely against that, right? That was just by design, you know, just by design. Cause go to ChatGPT for me and enter what are the 10 things that governments like. What are the 10 things that people should know that they don't know about the government?
Yeah,
or
so they're saying
something
that,
like that.
They're saying that the federal minimum wage peaked in buying power way back in 1968 when it was worth in today's money $15.09.
Mm-hmm.
So like in 1968, the equivalent to the minimum wage now would have been 15.09 cents.
Look at this shit. 10 things less known, right? The U.S. government owns nearly 28% of national land. Agencies can operate in black budget, which basically they can just do whatever they want with that money. Congress can legally trade stocks while in office. Yep. I knew that. Go down. Yep. It's not a truly governmental agency. President can enact emergency powers without Congress. They could. Surveillance is much broader than people think. There are shadow government contracts. Yep. Conducted secret experiments on citizens. That was like the actually birth control pill was done in Puerto Rico. Thousands and thousands of women died until they kind of got the birth control where it is right now. Most laws are now not passed by Congress. That's true. There are secret or government plans. Do another 10 things just regular without the government. 10 things people should know. Not another, just 10 things. Yeah. Let's see what it's going to give us.
Memory is unreliable, even for important events. Your brain rewrites memories every time you recall them.
Mm-hmm.
And confidence has no connection to accuracy. Eyewitness testimony is one of the least reliable forms of evidence. 2. Most of the universe is missing. Over 95% of the universe is made of dark matter and dark energy, which we cannot see or directly detect. We just know it's there because of gravity. 3. You're taller in the morning. You can be up to 1 centimeter taller right after waking up due to spinal decompression. Gravity compresses your spine throughout the day. Well, I can tell you there's something else that's taller than 1 centimeter. Alright. Bottled water isn't always cleaner than tap. Many bottled waters are just filtered municipal tap water, and tap water is often subject to stricter regulation than bottled. Most of the internet is inaccessible. Over 90% of the internet exists in the deep web. I already knew that. Databases, medical records, private servers, not indexed by search engines. 6. You can die from drinking too much water. I think everybody knows that. 7. Sharks are older than trees. Sharks have existed for over 400 million years, while the first trees evolved around 350 million years ago.
Sharks are older than trees. That's a weird one. Well, that also like explains how they've debunked the whole thing of like they're saying the majority of oxygen comes from the trees.
This is my best favorite. The number 10 is my favorite fucking thing. Everybody keeps talking about this shit to this day, even though it's been proven over and over again that multitasking is the most gigantic horseshit out there. And anytime your girlfriend argues about it, how she can do many things at once, you tell her that's horseshit. That's why half of the shit that you do is not good enough.
Sounds like you're trauma dumping a little bit.
No, it's not trauma dumping. It's experiments. It's real science. How about this? Type in 10 conspiracies that are really not conspiracies. Or 10 conspiracies that are true.
You already.
It's the same shit.
MK Ultra, CIA mind control experiments. True, the CIA ran illegal LSD and hypnosis experiments on unsuspecting civilians in effort to develop mind control techniques during the Cold War, officially acknowledged in 1975 hearings. They were saying Manson was a part of that. You've heard that story?
Mm-hmm.
That Manson was like involved with the CIA and like they taught him how to like dose the people to get them to like pay attention and to listen to everything he had to say.
Yeah. Yeah, he was a...
freaky.
Yeah. I think the Tuskegee syphilis study was like crazy, where they're like,
from 1932 to 1972, the U.S. government knowingly withheld treatment from black men with syphilis to study the disease progression, and even after penicillin was available. Damn,
That's fucked up.
it's crazy.
How fucked up is fucked up when it's fucked up.
The Gulf of Tonkin incident was exaggerated. The event that escalated the U.S. involvement in Vietnam was partially fabricated. The second attack on the U.S. ships likely never happened, according to declassified NSA documents.
well, Big Tobacco, we knew that. COINTELPRO, FBI targeted activists.
The FBI's COINTELPRO program spied on, infiltrated, and attempted to discredit civil rights leaders like MLK, Black Panthers, and anti-war groups from the 1950s to the 1970s.
See, I helped traffic drugs around. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we know about
we
that.
know that.
The government poisoned alcohol during Prohibition.
That's crazy.
Crazy. That is crazy. It said, you want to drink the devil's water, you're going to die. You go to see the devil.
Yeah. A little bit of arsenic in it.
Really,
Tastes like almonds. You're about to die.
they were really pushing that if you drink alcohol, you're going to die.
Hell yeah. They're like, we're going to make you believe it. Operation Northwoods. In 1962, Pentagon proposal never enacted suggested faking terrorist attacks on U.S. soil to justify war with Cuba. Faking, including fake hijackings and bombings. Damn.
Look at the last one.
The military studied UFOs. True. The Pentagon funded secret UFOs research programs like AATIP for years. In 2020, the Department of Defense even released real videos of unexplained aerial phenomena.
Okay, do it to 10. Go
He
deeper
said,
on the 10.
give me a little more.
Yeah,
Give me a
you
little more
rabbit
about
hole that
number 10.
bitch. Put the volume off. We don't need
I'm
it.
not putting it on
Yeah,
sound
no, don't
or
do that.
sound or nothing. But
Yeah.
Yeah, look, we knew this. I've seen this. Like that. There's like objects that nobody knows anything about. Do you think it's the simulation that's like it's a glitch in a simulation? Like where this is giving you that Minecraft shit, like the.
Oh man.
It's got to be a glitch in a simulation, bro. All right, go look.
I like the theory of how they say like the reason we can never reach the speed of light, that's part of like the rules within the simulation. they're saying they said basically like because they put that restraint on the simulation because if we were to move at the speed of light, the simulation wouldn't be able to like keep up
yeah.
with loading like the next part kind of thing. And I was like, okay, I think it's just too fast.
Like, okay, look up this. Is the internet being disinfected?
Disinfected?
Mm-hmm.
What the hell do you mean
like
by
making it cleaner? Like, are there like any to make internet cleaner? Meaning like
Get Norton antivirus, dog. Disinfected.
I love how you can type whatever, however, and that bitch understands.
like understands what you mean.
Yeah.
Even ChatGPT doesn't know what the fuck you mean by internet being disinfected.
Well, internet being cleaned up, like where you cannot find the information you need, that just kind of feeding you the information you really need to know, but like not giving you the full picture.
Jay's conspiracy theory.
It's called an algorithm. They cater to what they want to show you.
No, I know what you mean. But what I'm saying is like, let's say you type in a simple thing like Kennedy, right? Assassination. And it's just giving you the things that you should know. It's not really giving you the extra shit that you shouldn't, like, they don't want you really to know, not to ask questions. What is it saying?
It thought for 40 seconds. There isn't one master switch that's disinfecting the entire internet, but a mix of policy, corporate, technical, and cultural forces are slowly scrubbing, hiding, or outright deleting more content than ever before. Below are the main ways that's happening. What is cleaning the web? Tougher safety and disinformation laws, platform policy swings, algorithmic downranking and ad friendliness, link rot and site shutdowns, generative AI overwrite, voluntary brand cleanups, supply chain takedowns, national security removals, copyright bots and automated filters, end of administration web crawls, bright side.
Sterile. There we go. That's what I was saying. Is the internet gone sterile?
No single entity controls the purge. Instead, overlapping laws, profit, motives, and technical decay add up to a slope and measurable loss of information. Regulations is tightening unevenly. Europe now enforces the heaviest penalties, and the U.S. relies more on platform self-regulation and civil litigation. Some authoritarian states simply block or jail. Important distinction, removing illegal or harmful material. CSAM, extremist propaganda, is broadly supported. The debate is where the line between safety and over-censorship lies and who gets to draw it.
I wonder how long it takes for, like, if you were to just go out right now, like, buy a domain, like, make the most basic-ass website and, like, start putting, like, crazy shit on there. Like,
immediately.
Like, how long does it take?
Immediately. Depends what the domain is. Like, if you get those domains that nobody can take down, if they're in, like, a third country or whatever, they cannot suppress that. But if it's a domain, like regular domain, like what's the most popular domain, right? Like if it's Stripe, for example, right? Like what's the Shopify? You get shut down like that.
Well, yeah, if you do it through them.
Yeah, you get shut down like that. But let's say if you go to another, like for the longest time, Bluehost was known for like no censorship and things like that. You could just push whatever you want and they would not take it down. But even then, they can pressure Bluehost to take it down now. But before they couldn't. Right, there are servers right now that are outside of United States and like non-U.S. jurisdictions and things like that worldwide, where you can put your shit on the server and there's nothing they can do to put that down. Now, what they can do, not to show you in Google searches, but if you know direct link to it, you can just go on there.
You know, it reminds me of so I play, you know, that game I play Tarkov a lot. They have a lot of where all of the guns and everything in there is all like realistic stuff. Most of it, like the guns and attachments and shit like that. And I always wondered, like, I always thought, like, okay, they're a Russian-based company. That's probably why, you know, they can get away with all that bullshit. Nobody's paying attention to them, kind of thing.
Well, it's not that they're not paying attention. They can't really stop it. And again, you got to think of it. Why is Tarkov is not popular as Modern Warfare?
Well, it's just there's a lot of reasons.
There's a lot of reasons, but one of the reasons is that.
What?
That the guns are very realistic, like the things are pretty realistic, like it's not being pushed as much, right? Because it could well be just as popular as Modern Warfare, but it's just not being pushed. Like,
no, it would never be as popular. The game's it's not user friendly. But what I mean by that is because they have servers in all around the United States to run their game and stuff like that online. And then I also figured out they're actually based out of like the UK somewhere.
Could be.
Right? And so I'm sitting there thinking like it must be like how are they getting away with like using all these names like Colt and HK and all these different like big gun names without like getting in trouble, because a game like Call of Duty, they can't do that shit.
Yeah, they just would never find it. They shut down one server, they're backed up on another server, they're just gonna pop right back up.
Maybe.
And that's like talking about the dark web, right? Like they put that kid into prison that created basically dark web. He wasn't involved in any of that shit. He just created the dark web. They caught him and put him in prison. But if you think about it, why did you put him in prison? He just created something that everybody else just kind of took and started using. Like, how is this his fault?
Why not arrest the guy who created the internet?
Exactly. Like, you know what I mean? Like that, or or why don't you go and arrest?
What did they arrest him on? Like, what were the charges?
For creating the dark web, for facilitating.
For who?
The guy who created the dark web.
Yeah,
what were
for
the
facilitating the dark web, basically.
Yeah, but those aren't actual charges, Jay.
What do you mean doesn't charge? Literally went to prison for creating dark web.
I'm gonna take a wild guess here before I even get the answer for this. The dark web was created by DARPA.
DARPA.
Yep. The dark web, as we know it today, was originally created by the U.S. government, specifically by a branch of the Navy, and later expanded by privacy advocates, researchers, and criminals alike.
Well, the kid that went to prison, look him up. Like, not dark web, the Silk Road guy. The Silk Road guy.
What's... Oh, that's it right there. Silk Road. You see it? Black market, Silk Road.
Mm-hmm. Silk Road. Look that up.
What do you want to know about it?
The
What
kid
were
that
the
went to...
ch-
What
what
was
were
the
the
charges
charges?
that they put him to prison for?
I like how you paraphrase that, but go.
Founder of Silk Road, Ross Ulbricht, was convicted and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
Ew.
He got conspiracy. He was convicted on 7 felony counts: conspiracy to commit money laundering, conspiracy to commit computer hacking, conspiracy to traffic narcotics, engaging in continuing criminal enterprise, the same charge used against major drug kingpins, distribution of narcotics via the internet.
You know how that is, dog. It's like you take a gun to someone and have them. You say you're a fucking gunsmith, right? And someone comes to you and has you mod that gun, and then that guy goes and takes that gun and kills a cop. They gonna get your ass.
It's like, you know what I'm trying to say? It's like, think of this guy creating eBay, and then people sell shit on eBay, and now he goes to prison because somebody on eBay is selling something they shouldn't be selling.
Dark web goes a little deeper than that.
Well,
though.
yeah, but that's the most basic way.
But
He knew what they were selling.
Well, yeah, I understand he knew what they were selling, but he himself wasn't doing any of the selling. Like,
Yeah, but
okay,
he was
you know,
he was felicitating it.
facilitating.
What the fuck did
Was
I
he?
say?
Was he really facilitating? Like, he was just, okay, well, I have this. These people are using it for this.
Yeah, he is
Like-
He is.
Are you though?
I can't.
So
even
why don't we just
What's the word?
facilitating?
Okay, I
Why
said
don't
it
Why don't we
fucking
just
again.
then the whole thing is going back to the same thing? Why don't we just arrest the
know.
people that created internet? Because they're also facilitating the dark web.
I get it.
You know what I mean? Like, it just makes no damn sense.
He facilitated drug trafficking by creating and operating the Silk Road, an online black market built to anonymously connect drug buyers and sellers from all over the world. That's the whole point of the website.
Oh, so he created it purposely for drug use.
Outside
that's-
the reach of.
Well, no, that's what they're saying, but they're doing everything on Silk Road. They were
I know,
just-
but if he created it specifically for that,
no, he didn't create it specifically for that. They just people like, okay, oh shit.
so
we
he
can
just
do this
wanted
here.
to create dark web Amazon. No,
Basically,
come on.
I think that's how it all started.
They weren't delivering fucking
Once it
phone
launched in
cases and
2011,
portable
Silk Road
chargers on
quickly
there.
became
No.
a massive drug marketplace.
So
Users could
read that
browse and
sentence
buy.
again. Read that sentence again.
Once it launched in 2011, Silk Road quickly became a massive drug marketplace. Users could browse and buy heroin, cocaine, MDMA, LSD, prescription drugs, and even synthetic drugs and research chemicals. The site had product listings with reviews similar to Amazon or eBay, giving a professional, trustworthy feel.
Man, but I don't even trust people sending me shit from Amazon. Now, you think I'm gonna trust a drug dealer on the website?
I mean, when you're a drug dealer, bro, what else is your option? Either go talk to the fucking Sinaloa cartel and then try to get it in there, or just utilize that.
fuck, man.
Because Silk Road had everything. They had, assassins for hire. They had the drugs. They had the
Ross Ulbricht didn't directly
Corn,
sell
all of that.
drugs, but he built and ran the platform that enabled it. He collected commissions. He took 8 to 15% of each transaction. Prosecutors charged him with conspiring with thousands of drug traffickers because he knowingly designed the system to facilitate it.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, they charge him for something that he didn't technically participate in any of this
Now,
shit
in his
himself.
own
No. But the
words-
thing, let me make the reference again, Jay. Ready?
What is his
So
own words?
you're-
Like,
In his own words, he said, In forum posts and journal entries seized by the FBI, Ross admitted that he started Silk Road to promote free markets without government interference, knowing full well it would include drug sales.
So it's like the same thing, the reference I made earlier, right? Like you're the gunsmith and the guy comes to you and just gets the gun modded and then kills the cop. If you didn't know or purposely mod that gun to go kill that cop because you're just using whatever round or whatever it is, right? That's one thing. If you didn't know, right? The guy just came in and wanted his hunting gun modded. Now, if he came in and he goes, I need to have this go through a cop's armor kind of thing, and the gunsmith abides by that, that's different.
But that would be the drug seller, right? And you're the drug buyer. But he was the middleman between the two.
I get what you're saying, but okay, ready? Store owner, and he knows about it. Okay, there you go, kind of thing, right? So it's he purposely knowingly facilitated it.
No, but again, it wouldn't be store. It would be store owner if he has the shit on consignment. Does that make sense? Like store owner still goes out there and buys it.
You're making it too confusing.
No, because he was.
It doesn't matter who it belongs to. It's who's facilitating the whole business, right? So it's one thing to do it and not know, right? Than doing it and knowing.
Yeah, but the thing is,
doing it so that you can profit from it.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, clearly he did it to profit from it. Of course, he knew that's happening. Why don't I just put it all together in one place where I can profit over it? Clearly, like that was his end goal. His end goal was not to sell the drugs. His end goal was to make that 8 to 15% commission. Like, do you see what I'm saying? Like, his end goal is not like, oh, I'm trying to sell the drugs or connect these people to sell the drugs. Like, he didn't even give a shit what they're selling and buying.
He knowingly did it.
I don't think he really cared that they're selling and buying drugs or whatever that is that they're doing. He just connected the ends. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So like they got him on charges of like drug trafficking. Like was it really trafficking?
Yeah,
though?
because he assisted.
Yeah, I don't know.
He assisted.
That's a thin line. I mean,
it's not really though. Once you break it down and look,
the government doesn't think it's a thin line.
Yeah,
when they fucking refused all his appeals.
I don't think it's a thin line, dog.
Well, no, they had to make a example out of him. They had to.
But I don't really think it's a thin line to walk.
Or like that guy. Go look up the guy, the WikiLeaks guy. He got arrested for WikiLeaks, bro. And he was just putting out information, and they arrested him for...
He put out confidential government information.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. Yeah, this guy.
Is Snowden alive
Assange.
still?
Julian Assange.
Yeah, he's in Russia, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, who?
Snowden. He's in Russia.
Yeah, he's... Actually, good question. Let's see where he's
Snowden's story was interesting, bro.
Have you watched the movie?
No, I have not. But from what I understand, Snowden just stole a bunch of information, and he used that information to pay people to fucking escape.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't just, like, go and, I'm going to reveal what the NSA does. Right? Like, he sold a bunch of information, like, as form of payment to, like, try to migrate from one place to another place. Like, that was his thing. So if he was able to freely travel, he would not have sold that much information.
I mean, think about it. Okay, you're this guy with all this information. You go out and you out the U.S., right? Now the U.S. wants your fucking head, right?
Yeah.
And you still have a bunch of information.
Well, yeah, that's...
Right? And now you got to move around and you got no other way.
He did Raymond Reddick thing, like from Blacklist. That's what he did.
Yeah.
He's like the live Raymond Reddington.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So... In 2013, he fled to Hong Kong. Then the U.S. said, fuck that. We're going to get your ass over here and revoke his passport for leaking the classified NSA documents. And then he was granted temporary asylum, which evolved into a 3-year residency permit in 2014. That was extended further.
Granted temporary asylum where?
In Russia.
In Russia.
In October 2020, he received unlimited permanent residency in Russia. Then on September 26, 2022, Vladimir Putin granted Snowden Russian citizenship, and by December 1st, 2022, Snowden took the citizenship oath and received his Russian passport, but he has not renounced U.S. citizenship and is reported to hold dual nationality.
Yeah, so basically his thing was like he sold this information to run away. Like otherwise he wouldn't do it. I'm sure his thing was like NSA spying on people. I want to put this out there for everybody to know. But he knew like he would be fucked, right?
Yeah.
So that's why he had to sell all this information to go where he needed to go. Like he didn't plan on it. Like he was kind of forced to do that, right? Like because there's no other way around it.
This point is funny. He remains active publicly as an advocate for privacy and digital rights, serving as president of the Freedom of the Press Foundation, and speaking virtually at conferences and media events. Yeah, go say some shit to Putin. Let's see how that goes.
Well, no, I mean, it's like they gave him a roof over his head, right? Like, so, and I'm sure like whatever information he had, like you have the citizenship, we need that information. You know what I'm saying? That's literally what it was. Like, I don't think his original plan was to share shit with Russia. His original plan was like to show this to the American populace that they're being spied on without them knowing about it, right? But they also know that like he was gonna get locked up, so like he had to like sell a bunch of shit, and the U.S. government is like, oh, we're just gonna use all that against you. You know, it's just one of those things. Like you damned if you do, or you damned if you don't.
You know how we have all these like little riots and kind of movements that pop up when certain people go to jail that the masses don't necessarily agree with that person going to jail. Do you think that if like they finally caught Snowden, we'd see like free Snowden stuff?
And when nothing would happen, bro. We had a January 6th happen. A bunch of people stormed the damn Capitol. What happened from it? Nothing.
Yeah, but there's not
nothing, bro. George Floyd happened. What happened from it? A bunch of stores got their fucking windows broken. Nothing changed. Nothing will ever change. You understand that the government is such a big machine and it's very well oiled and things work and they don't like to change shit. They'll tell you what you want to hear, but they'll never do anything about it.
And they do like to change one part and then break out another two in the process.
Yeah, because if they create a law, they want to have a back door. Because you have to understand, the same politicians, they make those mistakes and they need to have a back door to get out of it, right? Like, so it's just never gonna change. It is what it is, you know. But you know, you have I think governments overall are a net positive. They're not a net negative. But you have to have the negative with the positive. You can't just have all positive. It just doesn't work that way. Sometimes you need to have the negatives as well. But overall, I think United States is a net positive. You know, like I can't think of a thing to say that, oh no, United States is a net negative. You know what I mean? Do we do fucked up shit? Of course. But we do more good shit than we do fucked up shit. And
Yes.
every government is like
You guys ready to wrap it up?
Yep.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up there for today. Jay's little government speech, which I liked. Yeah, thank you guys for joining us today. Tommy, everyone else, and Emily that was
Rodolfo.
in the chat. Thank you guys for joining us. We will catch you guys on Thursday. We might be having some guests in, I think.
Yeah,
but
stay tuned. It's going to be big.
We'll see about that. Peace.
Peace.